You need your dark side, the parts of yourself you fear to confront, the traits society tells you to suppress, anger, jealousy, fear, branding them as negative or bad. But what if this side you've been running away from is the key to unlocking your fullest potential? When you hear the phrase the dark side, maybe your mind jumps to Star Wars, the sinister side of the Force everyone's told to avoid. It's depicted as the ultimate evil, the bad guys who consume, corrupt, and destroy everything in their path. For years we've watched characters like Darth Vader embody this destructive power, while the Jedi, the good guys, teach us to resist it at all costs. This duality between light and dark reflects the internal struggle we all face in our own lives. In the Jedi Code, they're taught to suppress their darker instincts, such as fear and aggression, and simply let go. The Jedi can be compared to the spiritual or peaceful individuals in our real world. However, unlike the Star Wars universe, our dark side isn't necessarily evil. It's not something to be feared or destroyed. In fact, denying it can be detrimental. It can fester and grow, controlling us in ways we may not even realize. So how is our dark side not the enemy? With all these negative traits, we may be reluctant to accepting them, posing the question, why should we embrace our dark side? For most of my life, I've felt this internal struggle. Like there was a part of myself I couldn't show others, or let alone myself. It was something I despised. I struggled with fierce anger and a need to prove others wrong. I envied those with success and the desires I wanted myself. I wanted to be seen as kind, humble, and easygoing. And I buried any type of trait that didn't fit that narrative. And after all, these are traits society encourages us to strive for. But the truth is, I caved under that pressure. I felt fury, rage, jealousy, emotions I didn't want to admit to myself, let alone anyone else. I repressed them, pushing them deeper and deeper, like a sprung wound too tight, until inevitably it exploded in ways I couldn't control. As I've grown older, I've learned that no matter how hard I tried to deny those parts of myself, they don't disappear. They lingered in the background, quietly influencing my actions and emotions. By rejecting these darker traits, I wasn't becoming a better person. No, simply put, I was disconnecting myself from who I truly was. It was like wearing a mask, pretending to be someone I wasn't. It's no different than the fake personas we see on social media, right? We only show our highlights while hiding our struggles. This darker side of us is what renowned Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst Carl Jung referred to as the shadow. Jung's groundbreaking work on the human psyche has made him one of the most influential thinkers in psychology, and his concept of the shadow remains a cornerstone for understanding our inner selves. The shadow, according to Jung, represents part of ourselves that we may repress or deny, qualities, traits, or desires we're ashamed of or afraid to confront because they don't align with how we or society wants us to see ourselves. Jung didn't see the shadow as inherently bad. No, he believed that ignoring it or repressing it is what makes it dangerous. Jung also offered a solution: face the shadow and integrate it into our conscious awareness. This is where the concept of shadow work comes in. It's the practice of bringing your shadow into awareness through reflection and honesty. Shadow work is about understanding, not condemning. It's about recognizing that your anger might signal deep passion, that your competitiveness drives you to excel, or that your envy reflects your desire to achieve something meaningful. These traits I've been taught to hide or fear are still a part of me, and essentially by rejecting them, I'm rejecting myself. If society encourages us to practice self-love, well then we must extend compassion to our dark side. Accept ourselves, flaws, and all. The more I accept these parts of myself, the more I realize that they aren't inherently bad. They just need direction. By embracing them, I'm embracing myself, and I start to feel whole again. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. When you learn to understand your darkness, you begin to understand yourself. Don't fear your shadow. Learn from it. Because the moment you stop running from who you are, is the moment you become who you're meant to be. No, he's got a whole ass burrito. What the fuck? He's got a whole ass burrito. Yo! Run with nature, my little minion. Bro, his chicken leg got fucking snow all over it. When you only use... fuck. I struggled with intense fear. Wait, fuck, fucking fuck, bro, fuck. All right, I'm gonna get this. Fueled by the need to prove others wrong. Perfect. Let's fucking go.
Yeehaw.